Hi guys, welcome to another video. This is 20th of January 2025 and we've received the update to the XOS. We are now running the version 5.5.0 and it's promising quite a number of good updates, including parking to parking feature, which allows you to drive from one parking place to another without necessarily having to actually be engaged with the driving system. But anyway, we will test that. For now, we're trying to test the feature of being able to navigate safely from one point to the other, which has been a problem in the past. So we would activate the system anytime now. And when we do, you would see a graphic on the screen that shows that we've activated it. And here we go. So now we're running the XOS 5.5.0. Right now within the campus, it's a private area. It has to find its way on a pretty well marked section of a town road. But it's quite tricky for the car as it tries to sort of locate itself in the right track and equally be able to drive through this section of the journey. The journey itself is supposed to be a short one, in total about 5 km. And so it's meant to give you a taste of what exactly the 5.5 is supposed to feel like compared to the previous versions. And I think I have in the version 5.2 showcased exactly this track or this same lane or this journey and how the car had experienced or the car effectively gave the experience in that particular recording. I hope that you guys can basically run through the previous videos to sort of do a comparison. But here again, the car is struggling to find its way through the electronic gate, and I had to disengage and then re-engage again to see exactly if it can pretty much be able to turn into the turn into this road, and then of course be able to avoid getting into the wrong lane in this section of the road. Previously this section of the road was basically unguarded, but now it's been guarded, so it has to center itself correctly in order that I don't get any scratch. Here hopefully it will come to a slow stop and then observe before taking the left turn to get onto this section of the main road that takes us out of the campus. So now it's effectively been able to do that. It found itself on the outer lane, and given that this section of the road is also unguarded, hopefully it can center itself well and be able to take us through this section of the journey. Ahead there is a T-junction, and the car typically has had challenges trying to sort of pick the right lane here, just about this section. But anyway, it's able to flush the pedestrian right in the cycle and then change lane to avoid this particular car that is parked over here on the shoulder of the road. So again, it's pretty much more confident than previously, as it basically navigates around these sections of the road. But still you can see from the screen that lane centering is a bit of a problem. You can see the projected or the predicted path of the line. The blue, if you look at the center screen, the blue line shows it sometimes is etching into the adjacent lane, which is not very good. This another section of the road that you'd also see a sort of a problematic lane selection, but it seems that has been improved, and hopefully that improvement stays the same as basically new updates come through. Well, we are effectively able to get through that section of the road. This is a short, very pretty short journey. Maximum it's supposed to be around 5 km journey, just so you could get to have a first time experience of the XOS 5.5. Hopefully, I'll bring you more videos over the course of the next 3 days, so you could get to have a first-hand experience of how exactly the 5.5 compares to the previous versions. We've got a car ahead of us, and this section of the road has got is sort of being guarded with cones that shows sections of the road where pedestrians will be crossing. The car in front of me is not sticking to its lane, so the car effectively tries to slowly, maneuver itself away from the car in front. We're getting to a section of the road where you've got another set of cones, and this car is trying to change lanes, which caused it to sort of slow down, and then suddenly it hits the brakes. And then, of course, it sort of re-engages the road. That was a bit of a sort of a discomforting experience, and I think it's because of two things. The car that was ahead was making it difficult for it to plan, and then also you had that traffic warden that was standing right in the middle of the road, so the car had to sort of make a decision as to whether it was safe to go through or not. We're crossing the traffic light. It's green, and there's a car behind, so it's able to stay on a lane now. But all through this section, you would see some sort of challenge whenever you have in a curve that the car effectively is, not doing a very good job centering itself, even though it is taking on the road very confidently. This sort of behavior, I think, or this sort of observation is consistent with previous versions as well, where the car effectively shows high confidence but poor centering, which is something I hope can be improved over time. Of course, Sharper indicates that this is almost like a natural driver. So mimicking that of a natural driver, in this kind of scenario, it's almost like considered as a good thing, effectively from what Sharper outlines by way of its release notes. But I don't think it's the best, and I think it can be improved drastically. You would also see over here as we turn, this particular corner, that the car now begins to hunt for a lane to sort of stick to, and you'd see that coming up here. You could see from the projected line that it's actually not centering itself very well on the lane, and again, something that I think needs improvement, and hopefully will be improved in future iterations. It changes lanes, and we're coming up to a section of the road where it needs to turn right. So it basically selected the right lane to enable successfully take that right. And right in front of us here, we would actually be making that right. Now you can see that the path projection is good, but when we get there, it simply fails, and so I have to take over and sort of drive through. And here's where I was going to basically be parking. So again, from the parking spot in the campus to this other parking spot, we're hoping to effectively do that, end to end. But certainly, in this particular try, we were not effectively able to do that successfully. And I'll keep trying to see if one of these days we can successfully do that. What I intend to do will be record, my drive from parking to parking again, and see maybe if the new saved route could be much better navigated by the car's AI driver feature when I do activate AI driver, either from the campus or from this parking spot. So altogether, that was pretty much a short drive, a 5 km drive for you to get a sense of what exactly the XOS 5.5 experience is like. Hopefully, I bring you more videos to get a sense of the whole experience. And then you can make it, judge. You can judge for yourself exactly if the 5.5 promise is actually being lived up to. I think from what I've seen so far, it's a delightful experience. I hope that effectively, the updates that come from this moment would effectively also show a strong positive update and experience with the car. So here it is. This is the car doing its own self pack. And of course, with that, I sign out and talk to you on the next one. Cheers. Bye bye.